10,465 pounds dry empty weight. That does budget in the propane being full, by the way. This is an Eagle 33.5 RETS, the Rets. One owner. Back to HaylettRV on trade. We sold this. Actually, I sold it. I don't deal with customers directly very often, but when I do, they seem to come back when it's time to update and upgrade. This being one of those examples. This was the fourth RV that these folks had purchased from me of the 5 they owned. Number 2 was not from our dealership, not for me personally, and they kind of didn't enjoy the experience, and they came back here when it was time to update and upgrade again. A lot of it due to a lot of service after the sale, and I don't mean myself in particular. Our service department, whenever these folks needed something, whether it was them just wanting to install max air covers on the vents on top, or if they had a service need, whether it was before or after the warranty had expired, we were there for them. And we earned the opportunity to earn their business another time here, and potentially the last time. They've gotten a lot of use out of this Eagle. This is one owner, but these folks spent potentially around 170 days a year in this. It was something of a mobile office home for them, and they did a lot of traveling around for work, basically, and this is what got them through rather than hoteling it. They had a couple little dogs, so keep in mind there have been pets here. That being said, I don't detect anything that should scare you about that, but it's had a lot of use. This has effectively had 12 to 15 years of intended use crammed down into a 4-year period. What's kind of cool about that is it lets you kind of look through the looking glass in time. I always tell people, if you want to see if an RV is going to hold up when you buy one, what you should do is go look at a used version of it. And I tell you what, if this is roughly 12 to 15 years of use, I guess you'd call it simulated use, but I mean a lot of use put into this. If this is how well it holds up, I'd say that an Eagle's a darn fine investment for some folks. Now, with that much use in that little time, you guys have to understand, she's got a couple little battle scars. She's earned a couple little bumps and bruises here and there, but mechanically, structurally, she's on point. If what you're looking for is just a killer deal on a big fifth wheel, simply because it has a couple little cabinet scuffs here and there, we're willing to let it go very aggressively. These were good return customers. We don't build a lot of big time profit into a situation like that. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Been on the camera all day. Situation like that. So this is a big bedroom slide, double living room slide, rear entertainment fifth wheel. That if you were just going to leave this thing parked somewhere, man, because the amount of storage in this has just crazy storage. It also has a slightly extended upper deck slide out. Not quite, I wouldn't call that like super slide, but it does, it's a little more than just a bedroom slide. It's bed and bath combo with some extra storage in there. This thing has incredible storage. Actually, when they were transferring, they swapped this Eagle for a new updated Eagle. That should give you an idea of their confidence level in this product. Is basically they just bought an updated version with a slightly different floor plan. They went with the new front bathroom Eagle, and they're looking forward to 4 more years of big time use out of this. Now, what I mean by little battle scars, this has a painted cap, but it's gone down the road a lot, and between just the highway roads, the air can get kind of gritty from all the dust and debris that gets kicked up, and it can kind of act like sandpaper on certain high wind resistance areas of the RV. So it just kind of wore out that little part of the paint right there. We've got power front leveling jacks, power rear stabilizers. This was built before the big auto leveling craze out there. But we have this is sort of a previous generation of the current Eagles. Still pretty darn close though. We've got the fully enclosed forced air heated insulated underbelly. We've got insulated slides, roof, nose cap above the pin box. That really hasn't changed. This is still has Jayco's 0 to 100 degree climate shield package on it. The little things like I mentioned, they put max air roof covers on these, and they even installed what I call the correct one over the big power vent fan in the bathroom, because they put a bigger power vent fan in the bathroom on this. A lot of people still use the same small one on a big power vent fan. That's actually not a good idea, because it can actually break that down prematurely. you won't see that happen here. They added, the roof looks great, by the way. They kept right up on the roof maintenance. The rear bumper back here, they just had a little bolt-on bracket hitch so they could put their little bike rack on it. Well, it wasn't little. It's one of those big Thule heavy-duty bike rack systems. That thing was sweet. You know, so they always had a pair of bikes around with them. What am I missing out here? All UV tinted windows. That kind of goes without saying a little bit. I think we're pretty good outside. Let's step indoors. When we were in the pass-through here, let's revisit that, because I was kind of talking about other things while we're looking at it. You can see that the grill that they had with it still comes with this one, so they weren't like scavengers. You know, that's a good sign. Now, what you have right here looks to be some sort of homegrown outside TV solution, effectively, but not fancy, not flashy, but probably terribly effective, and there's nothing wrong with that. Stepping upstairs, I like that they put the extra pull handle on the screen door. For people who are in their campers all the time, that's just absolutely worth it. This has the nicer solid surface countertops. This was really when Eagle started to really define itself in today's market as a more plush, upgraded mid-profile, as opposed to a lot of the other more basic mid-pros that are out there. So we got our stainless recessed sink with the solid countertops here, and great kitchen cabinet space throughout. I mean, this really has a tremendous amount of kitchen space. Now, this is kind of what I mean. It's been used a lot. This thing was packed full. So you have little cargo shift situations here and there. So if you don't mind a couple little superficial scars on a cabinet here and there, like here they must have caught the fascia with something, so they just took like a little paint color pen to it a little bit at some point. If you don't care about little stuff like that and understand that we are aware that's there and we've marked it down accordingly, you're going to get a nice coach. I mean, you're going to get a coach that is ready to roll, basically. So a lot of rear entertainments have a big deficiency. Even still in today's market, the TV is flat mounted. This is when Jayco is offering what's called their ledge stone rear wall, that faux stone sort of brick look here. But notice that this TV can kick out and be angular, so that you get, like standing here in the kitchen, this has the perfect viewing angle. If you're over here on the L-shaped sectional sort of style lounge couch, it's perfect. Now, this kitchen, it's like the campsite bartender's dream, because you're right here. You're able to welcome people when they come in. You've got incredible prep, like serving station space. There's plenty of outlets to hook up appliances and whatnot. So if you are kind of the drink connoisseur of the campsite, you're going to love this kitchen right here, because it's very open and very social. But notice like how the microwave and everything wraps around you. It's all very, it reminds me a lot of a car, actually, the way like a lot of new cars, the stereo and everything sort of points toward the driver a little bit. Reminds me of that. Electric space heating fireplace, so you don't need to burn up your propane for a little bonus heat. Now, originally, this had a pair of recliners over here. At some point, one of the chairs had gone to the wayside. I don't know what, where, when, or how, or why, but I'm estimating that they just wanted a little extra storage, so they swapped in this handy little wicker basket storage arrangement. You know what? It's actually kind of cute and pretty effective. I like what they did here. But, you see, I left the seat covers on here so you can see how they made this thing travel down the road. They made sure that the chairs weren't going to bang and bash together. They had things strapped down appropriately. Now, the shades, looks like this one here needs to get restrung. Don't let this ruin your day. Like, don't be like, oh, look at this piece of junk camper. This can get restrung. It'll look just like brand new. That's something that we can do here at the dealership. It may be slated to go through that. I don't know. They literally just got done unpacking. It's after hours right now. I stayed after to try to get this footage so that I could get it out to people as soon as possible here. And, you know, I don't know what we have slated for this. I'm sure we're probably going to put it through just a cursory level, you know, quick bath, just out of courtesy. But there's nothing in here that I feel I really have to apologize for. Understanding the budget that we've set on this one, given the use that it's gone through. So this right here is the trifold sectional hide-a-bed. There's some storage under that section right there, but this is like the coolest napping couch. You know, it's got such a like home feel, and for these folks, that's kind of what it was. It was a literal home away from home. So it gave them, you know, you can sit down, kick down at the end of the day. You could use this like a pseudo desk office area. They found a great deal of use out of it. So we talked about the kitchen a little bit on the way through. I do want to point out that this is an 8 cubic foot fridge freezer, and you've got some crazy big cabinet storage capacity going on here. Their new coach had slightly less kitchen capacity, probably due to like this giant cabinet right here. But they're like, yeah, we got storage in other places, we'll figure it out. But what's cool is from floor to ceiling, other than this right here, this is all adjustable shelving, and you see that this could easily be used as a entry hanging closet. So you can kind of customize this to whatever needs and fit you have, so to speak. Moving upstairs, looks like the bathroom door latch maybe had given up the ghost. I noticed they had a little rubber foot stopper down there to kind of keep the door shut for transit. You know what? It's a low dollar, very effective solution. Good bathroom in here. Right before the radius showers became a big deal, you got a lot of these neo-angle corner showers, and they got the job done just fine. They're also a little more space efficient. They don't occupy quite the footprint of a radius shower, and that means extra floor space in here so you can actually stretch out and get your pants on without banging your head against something. Now, this is what I mean by an extended upper deck slide. Those two drawers, that side stand, this big drawer, this linen cabinet, they're all built right into the slide out so that you get some good linen storage and everything right in here. And there is, by the way, a sliding pocket privacy door right here so that you can cut this off so that if someone's in the bathroom, you don't have to, like, you know, hide from your own bedroom necessarily. You can sectionalize the two off easily. 80-inch. Denver mattress, 60 by 80 true queen bed in here, getting the job done. Now, this is, again, this extended upper deck slide out right here with these extra drawers and that stand for CPAP users. That's like your best friend, especially because there's power outlets right there. That is CPAP central for those who need it. That foam brick that you're seeing, that's a little skylight plug. So folks who are a little light sensitive when you sleep, or if you just want to keep the sun from baking your upper deck, that's perfect for that. We've got our 8-foot wide full front storage capacity up here. This was made before Eagles were kind of washer dryer prepped up front. But that being said, you've still got some great storage capacity going on right here. And you've even got a nice dresser right across from the bed. Now, you could put a flat screen on the wall. Previous owners had. They did take that down. But what's kind of cool about that is you can see exactly where to mount this thing right here so you don't have to do any stud guessing on anything. And that kind of sums her up. Now, what's kind of neat, even though this has had a lot of use, you may still be able to qualify for same as new financing due to the model year of this thing. It doesn't necessarily matter how much use it's gone through. It kind of matters how new or old it is, however, whatever way you want to phrase that. Now that is, you know, pending approval, and there's a lot of different hiccups that can go into that. But you may be able to get virtually same as new financing on a RV that has a really used price tag, simply due to a couple little superficial bumps, bruises, scars, whatever phrase you want to use to apply to that. So, if you like function over fashion, this is a heck of a deal. Give us a call. HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. We do pieces, parts, hitching, financing, truck and trailer package deals, trades, and everything in between. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.